Hey guys, so today I'm going to be reading the first chapter of this book. I might do other episodes of this with different books and different chapters. But anyways, let's just get on to reading. Dawn of the Clans, Warriors, the first battle written by Aaron Hunter. Hashtag one New York Times best-selling author. Dawn of the Clans, Warriors, the first battle, Aaron Hunter. Harper, imprint of HarperCollins Publishers. Acknowledgements. Sometimes I'm gonna say these words wrong because I don't know all of these. With special thanks to Kate Carey. Dedication. For Josh, my son, thanks for all the cups of tea. Let's just get on to reading the book. Here you can see the map. Prologue. Water cascaded beyond the cave mouth. A gray Tom watched it tumble past it, muffled the wind, and softened the jagged peaks beyond before disappearing. Far below into a rainbow of spray. Cats moved behind him, hardly more than shadows in the dappled light of their cavern. Longing misted the gray Tom's eyes. Twisting back his ears, he listened to their murmuring. Stones in my nest, an elder croakily, irritably. Always stones in my nest. I'll pick them out. Tiny paws skipped across the cave. Come back, Jay Frost, a queen called anxiously. Your pads are too soft for sharp stones. They'll need to toughen up sooner or later, the elder muttered. Gray Tom turned, his sleek pelt prickling. Try it, Misty Water. An old ginger Tom was nosing a scrawny mouse toward a dull-pelted she-cat. Misty Water peered at the prey from her nest and then dimpled, I think that's how you say it, cavern floor. Give it to a younger cat, she nodded toward Jay Frost as he picked grit from the elder's nest. You must eat, Lion's roar persisted. It's the last piece of prey, the she-cat protested. But the hunting party will be back soon, and they may have found more. A brown Tom called from where he was sharing tongues with a white she-cat. at the edge of the cavern. The gray cat pricked his ears happily. Twisted branch, snow hare. He patted toward the two cats, reappearing in the sun. Surprise as four kits charged across his path. No rough play, her mother hurried after them. Do we leave? The gray Tom blinked at the queen. You kidded safely. I'm so glad. A purr rumbled in his throat for a moment, then fell quiet. If Moonshadow had stayed to see his kits, he might still be alive now, he murmured. Greywing? A cracked mew made him turn. A cracked mew made him turn. An ancient she-cat was padding from the shadows at the back of the cave. Stone Tiller. Greywing hurried to her. Can you see me? Of course. She stretched her muzzle to greet him. We share the same dream. He touched his nose to hers, surprised at how cold it was. He lived on the moor for so many moons that he'd forgotten how the bone-chilling cold of the mountains entirely loosened its grip. He glanced around the cave at his old tri-mates. Can they see us? We can see out of the dream, Stone Tiller told him. They can't see in. Greywing blinked. Am I here or dreaming in my nest on the moon? On the moor. Both. Amusement lit up Stone Tiller's eyes, so that for a moment they looked as bright as a kit's. For now, all that matters is here. Greywing sniffed as he saw the speckled pelt of Greywing, a gray she-cat. Quiet rain. His chest tightened as he recognized his mother curled up, her sleeping in her sleeping hollow. Her eyes clouded as she followed the rippling lights playing on the cave walls. Is she okay? He asked Stone Tiller. She's fine, Stone Tiller assured him. I wish I could tell her we survived the journey, that Greywing is well, Jagged Peak too, but despite his injury, he was so worried about us. She was so worried about us. Setting out, even though she told us it was the right thing. It was the right thing to do. I'll let her know, Stone Tiller promised. Greywing hardly heard her. Jagged Peak and Clear Sky are well. It was only half true, and the knowledge brought sorrow that stabbed like an icicle at his heart. Should he confess that Jagged Peak was lame now, his hind leg crippled by a fall from a tree? I swore I'd protect him. What about Clear Sky? Greywing's littermate might be safe, but he was so changed that Quiet Rain would hardly recognize her firstborn son. They had found the prey, rich land they had hoped for, but the cats that had traveled through the mountains had one one had split into two groups when they reached the warm fields in the forest of their new home. So Clear Sky had taken possession of the woods with a few of his old tri-mates. It pained Greywing to admit it, even to himself, but his brother had become brutal in guarding his share of plentiful prey. Shame warmed Greywing's pelt. I failed them, and my mother he left Stonetail Eller trying to catch his eye, but could not meet her gaze. It's not your fault, Greywing. She swung her muzzle toward her skinny tri-mates, having little makes cats share. She touched her nose to his shoulder softly. Having much makes us greedy. Greywing lifted his head sharply. Did she know what he was thinking? Clear Sky had once been his closest friend. Now they faced each other like rivals. I've lived long. Stoneteller tipped her head. I must warn you, greed is only the beginning. Here her eyes darkened. There will be war. Greywing swallowed with Clear Sky. Don't be scared, Stoneteller soothed. Greywing lifted his head. I'm not scared, but his heart quickened. How can I fight my own brother? Remember the cats who love and trust you. Stoneteller murmured. You and Clear Sky may be divided, but you still have Jagged Peak. Warmth filled Greywing's chest as he remembered his younger brother's courage and loyalty. And Turtletail? Stonetiller's eyes rounded with curiosity. How is she? She's happy, loving purr, choked Greywing's mew. You recognize the strength of her love at last. Stonetiller's eyes shone. I'm glad. Greywing shifted his paws. He could picture Turtletail now sleeping beside him as he walked in his dreams. Pebbleheart, Owleyes, and Sparrowfur would be curled at her belly, still kits but growing each day, though they were the offspring of a kitty pet. He loved them as his own, and they loved him as much as Turtletail loved him. A pang stabbed his heart. He missed them all, even though he knew that his foot was touching theirs far away on the moor. How? As his mind began to cloud with confusion, he tugged his thoughts back to the cave. For now, this is all that matters. He turned wistfully toward Stoneteller. Just a second, let me find my place. Just a second. Toward Stoneteller, but she was staring toward the waterfall. Faint moonlight dappled her face. She closed her eyes. Why have you come here? Did I choose this dream? Unease flickered beneath the Greywing's pelt. Okay, guys, I'm gonna pause the recording because I'm really getting a bit tired of reading. So, okay. Okay, I'm in a more quiet place now. Something had drawn him deep into memories. But what? Sudden guilt hollowed his belly since they had reached the moors. The tribe cats had seen so much death. Grey Wings stiffened as he intensively thought of Fox, the rogue who had died at his own paws, killed accidentally as they'd fought over boundaries. We brought boundary. We brought death with us. We brought. Okay, just a second. We brought this death with us. Death with us. You brought change, Stone Teller soothed. But must all change be born in blood? I only ever intended for my friends to be safe. He thought. He's thinking I only intended for my friends to be safe. He's not thinking anymore. We are all born in blood, Stone Teller murmured. But it marks the beginning, not the end. The beginning? Was there more blood to come? Mist rolled through the cave entrance, swallowing the tribe, engulfing Stone Teller until he could no longer see her. Stone Teller! The thick haze had swamped his cry. Don't go! Grief tightened his throat. He didn't want to lose his old friends again. I have faith in you, Grey Wing, Stone Teller's mew echoed through the shrouding haze. Always fog filled Grey Wing's eyes and clogged his throat. He struggled for breath as it reached into his chest. Dizziness muddling his thoughts until the darkness claimed him. Okay, that's gonna be all for right now, but I will read until chapter 2 later. So, bye!